Hello, and thank you for joining today's webinar. My name is Carissa Preston, Account Manager with Keenan & Associates, and I have Carla Ray here with me today. She's an Account Consultant with Anthem Blue Cross. The purpose of today's webinar is to provide you with the details of a new medical plan that is being offered to you by your employer, RCOE. The plan is called Elements Choice PPO Plan, but it's also commonly referred to as the Minimum Value Plan. So let's talk about who's eligible to enroll in this plan. There's two classifications that are eligible to enroll in this plan: substitutes and employees working less than 20 hours per week. So all actively working substitutes and employees working less than 20 hours per week can enroll in this plan option during this open enrollment period. All new hires that fall in these two classifications can enroll in the plan within 30 days of becoming eligible for benefits. So here's some important dates for you to remember. If you enroll in the coverage, if you enroll in this plan, your coverage will become effective January 1st, 2015. Open enrollment will begin on October 20th and run through November 14th. All enrollment forms must be turned in to your risk management office no later than November 14th to be enrolled during this open enrollment period. And as a reminder, your coverage will begin effective January 1st, 2015 and will run through June 30th, 2015. Open enrollment will be held again in the spring of 2015 if you choose to enroll in the plan for the next plan year, and that plan year begins July 1st, 2015. With that, I'd like to turn it over to Carla so she can go through the plan benefits in a little bit more detail for you.
Thank you, Carissa. We are going to review the Anthem Blue Cross Elements Choice PPO plan, effective January 1st, 2015. With the PPO plan, it allows you the ultimate freedom of choice for you to seek services from participating providers as you see fit. Advantage of using PPO providers is we have negotiated rates. There's no balance billing from providers of service. Additionally, there's no claim forms to complete. And there's a lower out-of-pocket expense as we have negotiated these amounts with our providers in advance. We have an extensive network both inside and outside of California. You can find providers easily by looking up providers via our website at www.anthem.com/California. You can look for Blue Cross PPO providers under the Prudent Buyer tab for large group. The PPO plan benefits, and this is just a high overview. Your Human Resources Department will be providing you with a benefit summary that will have these benefits listed in great detail. For in-network, there's a calendar year deductible of $5,900 for an individual, $11,800 for family. When utilizing services out of network, you notice that those deductibles double, and there is no cross-application. And what that means to you, the consumer, is that these are two separate deductibles. So if you're to use a provider that's out of network and apply to the deductible, that will not be applied to your in-network deductible and vice versa. So just remember that the in-network and out-of-network deductibles are separate, not combined. The annual out-of-pocket on the plan for in-network is $6,350, and for family, $12,700. For out-of-network, you can see here it doubles, and the same rule applies, whereas there is no cross-application. So again, we're just going to drive this point home. When using services for non-participating providers, those services stand alone through that out-of-network deductible, and there is no cross-application. Preventative care services. The great thing about preventative care is for in-network, it's 100%. so there is no deductible apply for you nor your dependents. However, if you utilize a non-participating provider, you will have to meet the respective deductibles, and then your benefits are reduced to 50%. So just make a mental note that you would be experiencing much higher out-of-pocket costs in the event you use services from a non-participating provider. Physicians or specialist office visit. You'll note here that it says no copay with an asterisk. And the note at the bottom of the presentation says, services with an asterisk have a $35 copay/visit with deductible waived for the first 3 visits. And that's for combined services. So the first 3 visits for any type of physician service, Anthem or your plan allows you to pay a flat $35 copay. And those services for you and your dependents are not subject to the calendar year deductible. You will note for out-of-network services, you would have to meet the respective deductibles, and the benefits, again, are reduced to 50%. Outpatient medical services. For x-ray and laboratory services, your benefits, of course, would be subject to the respective calendar year deductibles for both in or out-of-network providers, contingent on what provider you elect to use. If you stay in network, you would satisfy the deductible. After the deductible is met, there is no copay. However, out-of-network, your deductibles double. Your benefits are then reduced to 50%. Now for surgery and ambulatory surgery centers, for in-network, the respective deductible applies. Once the deductible is satisfied, there is no copay. I want you to pay close attention to the out-of-network benefit. Because the deductible does apply, then the benefits are reduced to 50%. However, there's a $350 benefit maximum for these type of services for non-participating providers. So you can see there's a huge incentive to always make every attempt to stay in network. Advanced imaging. For such services as MRI, CT scan, PET scan, the deductible applies for in-network, and after deductible, there is no copay. Another special note on this slide, that out-of-network, remember your deductibles double, and then your benefits for these procedures would be reduced to a maximum benefit of $800 per procedure. For urgent care services, for in-network, the deductible would first apply, and then no copay. And for out-of-network, the deductible is present, and then your benefits are reduced to 50%. Now for hospitalization, to include emergency care and ambulance, for in-network, the deductible applies, and after the deductible is satisfied, there is no copay. Deductible does apply to all hospital and ER services. Out-of-network, the deductibles double, and all services are reduced to 50%. That same rule of thumb applies to durable medical equipment. And you will note here, there's an asterisk, noting other deductibles may apply for failure to authorize services. I'd like to explain to you that all network providers do contact the insurance company to verify and authorize services on your behalf. That is for in-network providers. Out-of-network providers may not do that on your behalf, so just make a mental note that for out-of-network services that there is an authorization process, and unfortunately there are penalties in place if those services are not authorized. Pregnancy and maternity care. For physician office visits, here's that asterisk again, in which the first 3 visits for any combined service has a copay of $35 for the first 3 visits, and then of course the deductibles would apply. Out of network, the deductibles double, then your benefits are reduced to 50%. For mental or nervous disorders and substance abuse for facility-based care, that's for inpatient and outpatient. For in-network, the deductible applies. After deductible is satisfied, no copay, so it's 100% after the respective deductible. And for out-of-network, again, we're going to drive this point home. The deductibles are double, and then your benefits are reduced to 50%. Mental or nervous disorder and substance abuse for outpatient physician visits, such as to an MFCC, psychologist, psychiatrist, you see that there's an asterisk, meaning that the first 3 visits for any combined services will be subject to that $35 copay, and the deductible will be waived. Now, after you have, say, met those first 3 visits, Anthem would immediately begin applying those calendar year deductibles for single or family. For out-of-network services, the deductibles, again, we're going to drive this home, double, and then 50%. Online resources. You can visit Blue Cross at www.anthem.com/CA to find providers in your area. Check out our wellness programs, such as special offers, discount program, offers you discount on gym membership, vision services, and a whole slew of other wellness-driven programs. We have our condition care disease management programs, as well as our Future Moms prenatal program. Our Live Health Online, available in most states, is for our PPO members. You can talk to a doctor via the internet with webcam or smartphone or tablet 24/7, 365 days a year. You can register at www.livehealthonline.com, and you can also download on your smartphone or Android or Apple an app. Anthem is billed directly only $49 for the visit, which is cheaper than most doctor's charges for an office visit, which could be a huge cost savings for you because of these higher deductible plans. You pay office visit copay or deductible, and you can refer to your benefit summary for a detailed outline. The program accepts Visa, MasterCard, or Discover, and physicians use ePrescribe to send prescriptions to your pharmacy for most non-narcotic or lifestyle drugs. Our 24/7 nurse line. A nurse is just a phone call away. You can call our 24/7 nurse line and speak with a registered nurse who can provide you with guidance on medications and help you until you can get in to see your primary care physician, internist, family practice, or what have you, and or direct you to the nearest hospital. I will then pass this presentation over to Clarissa to discuss the prescription drug coverage.
Thank you, Carla, for going through those benefits in much more detail. Now let's talk about your prescription drug coverage. Your prescription drug coverage is provided to you by Express Scripts. If you choose to use a retail pharmacy, which would be your local Rite Aid or Walgreens, you're able to get up to a 30-day supply. For generic prescriptions, you would pay a $19 copay, $50 copay for preferred brand, and a $75 copay for non-preferred brand prescriptions. If you choose to use the Express Scripts mail order pharmacy, you're basically doubling your copay and you're getting a 90-day supply. So you would pay a $38 generic copay, a $100 preferred brand, and a $150 non-preferred brand copay. I'd also like to note that the home infusion therapy is covered under the medical plan at no copay once your plan deductible has been satisfied. I hope we've answered most, if not all, of your questions during this presentation, but if you still have questions or need additional information, please feel free to contact Wandra Gibson in your risk management office, or you can contact Keenan & Associates and ask to speak to Leanne Perez, Joreen Campbell, or myself, Carissa Preston, and any of us would be happy to assist you with any additional questions you may have. And with that, I'd like to thank you for your time and for participating in the webinar today. I hope you found the webinar to be valuable, And again, if you have any questions, please feel free to contact the Keenan office, and we're happy to help. Thank you.